back. Budgeting for a family of 5 is not an easy task, but Dave Huddleston and Louise Lateral, along with their 3 kids, are making it work with the help from Summit Credit Union financial coaches for our Project Money Challenge. The winner receiving $10,000. Now, you remember their story we featured a few weeks ago, and now Dave and Louise are here to give us an update on how the budgeting is going. Thank you so much for being here, both of you.
Thanks for having us.
Now, tell us a little bit why it's so important to get a budget started for your family.
Well, one of the things we realized with each kid that we have, we realized we got happier, but we were really working harder. And we decided to apply for Project Money when we realized it felt like we were treading water financially. We were just never getting ahead.
It's one of the things that hit our family hard was 3 years ago, I was diagnosed with a low-grade chronic leukemia. It's kind of cancer that's in my bone marrow, and I've been on chemotherapy pills for most of the last 3 years. And things, you know, when it comes to our income, my income is pretty well directly tied to my productivity.
Sure.
So as I took more time out for my health, I had less time to work, and as a result, my income has dropped over the last several years.
Dave, you're a small business owner, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so yeah, that would definitely take a hit if you'd have to step away from the office for a few weeks or even a month at a time.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about how it's going so far.
Well, we want to try to convince people that budgeting is fun and easy. And our first step was to really look at our income. So we took our pay stubs and found what our take-home wages were, and then we looked at our W-2 tax forms to try to pull out what our annual salary, and that's when we, looking in the numbers, could see that Dave's cancer had really affected what we were bringing in.
Okay, that's an important step definitely to look at. You know, you have one number when you're working, but then after taxes are taken out, health insurance possibly, those sorts of things, then it really declines, so you have to really look at that number closely.
And then we had to figure out where that money was going. And to do that, we started initially just, Dave would come home from work and I'd say, where did you spend your money today? And give me your receipts. And we took 3 sheets of paper and I labeled one gas, groceries, and one was miscellaneous. And so we started tracking what we were doing each day in terms of our spending, and it was a really easy way to keep track of it. Right. We knew with Project Money we'd need a little more data, so we also went online and downloaded our credit card statements and our bank statements and put it into budgeting software, and we were able to create really exact reports of where our money went, and we had this big aha moment when we did that.
That's great. And 2 ways that you were really able to do this: no more eating out and making your coffee at home, which is huge. You don't think about it, you know, a cup of coffee, $2, $3 at the store, but it really adds up over, you know, going twice, 3 times a week.
Sure. Every week after swim class, I was bringing the kids to Noodles, and it was $25 a time. But what we realized when we ran the numbers was it was over $800 over the course of the year.
Wow.
And it makes a big difference.
And that adds up to 2 car payments or a plane ticket to Hawaii.
Yes, it does. Okay, and prioritize and plan is the last one, just really looking at the numbers and thinking long term.
We had to really have some tough conversations about what our priorities were. When Dave got sick with cancer, it's kind of like our dreams went out the window. And when we sat down to talk about it, my dreams were really practical, like emergency savings and save for college.
And I had real dreamy dreams, like go to Hawaii.
And so we had to sit down and really decide where our money should go. And it's really helpful to have a goal and realize that it's going to pay off, that you could actually buy a ticket to go somewhere or pay off your van loan sooner by making some small changes.
Absolutely, and you two are doing a great job so far. We can't wait to see what happens with your budget. And if you'd like to follow them, we have links to their blogs up on our website, NBC15.com. Just click on news links. We'll have a final check of your forecast right after